Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan.
And my name is Katie.
And this is a musical episode of Is This Adulthood? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ryan's eyes are closed and he's
I was getting into
the
it.
microphone.
So no, it's not a musical episode. Don't worry. Don't tune out, please. We just want to serenade our lovely listeners, and we are going to get right into our topic.
What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to do a Q&A session because our lovely listeners have submitted questions, and then we're also going to just ask each other questions too.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
Should I say their names? Like, I don't know whether they want me to say the names or not. Should I just read it? Because what if they didn't want their names
don't
shared?
say their names.
Okay.
Privacy.
Okay. So let's start off
Privacy.
with the first question. So the first question is that I'm going to go with on here is, I really like this question, and shout out to this listener because they've been traveling a bunch. They actually were traveling like a bunch of in Asia. Mm-hmm. And they've been listening to our podcast all along, like downloading it before bus trips and stuff.
No way.
Yeah, give a shout out to them and let them know any tips you have for finishing up their trip.
That's amazing. Just keep having fun. Keep having different food. Keep meeting locals. Keep listening to our podcast. And Thank you. I'd like to meet you when you're home.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fun. So his question was, do you think people sacrifice true happiness trying to look successful on social media?
Absolutely. Next question.
No, we got to go into it.
Sorry, I just get so...
You get so mad about social media. Anytime we bring up social media, you're just like not feeling it.
I'm just so anti it. I'm not anti it for other people. No, I'm anti it.
Really? Meanwhile, she tweets up a storm. You do.
I tweet ridiculous things.
And you do post some Insta stories and stuff. I want to say to that yes, I do think that. And you know what's interesting, listener, is that I recently was like, you know what? I like these photos that have been sitting on my phone for a year. And I love them, and I want to post them. Because, you have to think about, when am I going to post it? I should only post one. It's going to get less likes. It needs to have a good caption. I was just like, you know what? I'm posting these pictures that I took.
I don't give a...
Yeah. And I just did random captions that I was feeling kind of poetic. And I just was, you know what? I posted 3. And then like maybe a day later, maybe even that night, I posted 3 more. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of going against my rules of like posting 1 a day. But if people want to unfollow, they can unfollow. I was worried that if I only posted 1, that I would get, like, I was feeling brave about posting on Instagram, which is crazy that it's come to that.
It's insane.
It's crazy that it's come to that, but I was feeling brave, and I didn't want the moment to pass, so I posted them. And now I've kind of just been posting as I go, and, I think Instagram should be like a scrapbook, and I think now it's just such a, like, curated, like, branding perfectly.
I know, and that's why it bothers me so much.
And people, I think, do give up some happiness because they're so obsessed with
happiness.
Their captions. And
people that like have reached 1 million followers and take that many photos a day, I feel sorry for them. And I'm not saying I pity them because I don't know them.
And they get to travel for free, a lot of them.
No, oh my God, at the end of the day, you only live once. And I am so happy I will be able to remember my life not on a screen.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so the next question that we have here.
Stay away from social media, or Katie gets...
When do you start planning / investing for your retirement? Great question.
I kind of have started a little bit.
Have you?
Not really necessarily my retirement, but I've started I've opened like a new investment account that my dad's kind of been helping me with because I'm not very knowledgeable in that department, and I'm also getting into stocks a little bit and figuring out that kind of world. So are you?
What were you going to say? Just like look at that photo.
Why are you on Instagram?
I was looking at our questions.
Hold on, let me see this.
I was looking at the questions that our listeners have sent us. Well, I think that you should totally start saving now. It's nice, especially if you work somewhere where they will donate, I don't know if that's the right word, but deposit a percentage of what you deposit. and it's in like a group retirement fund where like people invest your money so that hopefully your money in your portfolio grows.
Doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I don't know if I would have thought about that if I didn't work somewhere where that was kind of a thing. But I think it's important to start saving. A lot of my like friends and coworkers, they don't do it because they're like, well, I'm in my 20s. Why would I think about that? Well, what happens once you're in your 60s? Do you want to have to work till you're 80 just so that you can continue to live where you want to live and travel where you want to travel? So I think it's really important to start saving as soon as possible. All right, next question. Most trouble that you've gotten into from your parents?
Oh my Lord. There's been a few stories. I don't know. I've always been a pretty honest person, and I've always been a hardworking person.
Yeah.
But I've also been a little bit of a delinquent at times.
Have you? What a shocker.
Honestly, looking back, I don't think I can think of one isolated issue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I skipped school like a normal teenager, and I went out like a normal teenager. I don't know. Maybe like when my dad put soap in my mouth at one of my birthdays when I was a little kid. And I'm only thinking of that story because it kind of came up today.
What?
Through a small anecdote. Someone was telling a story and it was all relative, but there isn't a definitive argument that I can remember that stands out to like against others.
No, I know what you mean, because when this question was submitted, we hadn't met up yet, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if I'm just like spoiled or what happened, but I can't think of a time when my parents were angry or like, you know, got me in trouble necessarily, but it was definitely like there's some times where I was like disappointed.
Yeah.
So I was a little disturber in school. I got some disappointed.
Have been angry at me.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
I just can't
I'm
think
sure
of
everyone's
one that I'm
parents.
like that one time.
Yeah, I can't really think of like an exact moment.
Okay, hit me with another one, Durgy.
Oh, that's not how it is. Durgy.
I know, Ryan Durgy.
All right. So, how much longer do you think the era of the influencer will last, and what's next?
It'll be the next type or version of an influencer.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be like the one that influences the least is the biggest influencer.
Well, that's already kind of a thing with like the micro influencers or whatever. You're right. Like it's the people that have the smaller group. It's the mommy blogger, right? It's those people have influence because you may trust them even more, right? There's someone that you've actually met in person. Whereas some of these Instagrammers you've never even met, right? But I think we've had influencers forever. It used to be like the keeping up with the Joneses, and someone would get a new car in their driveway, and then all of a sudden you wanted the new car to show off. Well, now the influencers are traveling to Hawaii and traveling to Jamaica and Bahamas and all these places, and you're like, oh, I want to go there and take cool pictures. Oh, I want to get the camera that they're taking all these cool videos and photos with. I want to get the bikini that she's wearing, you know?
True that.
And it's always been a thing. It will continue to be a thing, and I think that there are influencers that are really awesome and do have influence. I just think that it's the people that think that they're influencers and like, do you know what I mean? The people
how
that
I feel about social media is how you feel about influencers.
Well, no, but the thing is that I think that there are influencers that have value. I just think that there's people that say they're influencers, and are they really? No. When you go from being a regular person to an influencer, like, you know, those people, I don't know if you've had in high school or university friends, literally overnight, all of a sudden they're an Instagrammer. Instagram influencer. Yeah.
See, I don't.
Yeah, I do. And all of a sudden they're promoting like a bikini line or like a gym protein powder or something like that. And it's like, oh, it's for 10% off. Type in this code. Like, yeah. Okay. All right. You know, so like I to answer this person's question, what's next? Who knows? We'll have to find out. But I think that whatever's next, content is king. And I think that whoever is going to be the next influencer or whatever that's going to look like, it's going to be content. Kind of like how we roll out tons of content with our podcast.
Content is king. I like that.
So next, you know, shout out to my social media prof, Andrew. I feel like he's probably talked about that, and now I remember it. Content is king.
Thanks, Andrew.
So the next question is, how do you feel about thruples? I had to check in with this person to see what they meant, but I guess it's 3 people in a couple. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. Me having the brain that's hardwired the way that it is, I immediately think there has to be one person that feels left out, a little left out. there has to be one type of relationship within that throuple that seems more loving than others. I don't know. I'm going to sound like I'm judgmental or I'm stereotypical. I just think about myself in a situation, and if I was dating two people at the same time, I would feel like maybe they're closer or whatever. I don't know. I'm all about feeling insanely confident in a relationship as much as you can and try to hope to be. So a throuple just sounds like a nightmare.
I mean, do whatever makes you happy, but I think that'd be too difficult. Like, already dealing with one partner at times, I mean, it should be easy, but I mean, there are times where things get complicated. Now imagine having two people with maybe having mood swings, and it's like one's angry and one's happy,
and likes and dislikes. Yeah. And, that would be a lot.
But I mean, you know what? It probably works for some people. I knew people. I'm not going to say what it's called on here because I don't know whether it's like an explicit term or not. But like I knew a girl who her boyfriend would set up guys to come in and like have intercourse with her, and she was into it. She was all part of it, and like he would set it up and then he would watch, and it was like their thing, and they were both into it.
Well, to each their own, and there's no really rules in the bedroom as long as it's consensual.
I agree. Okay, mermaids, do they lay eggs or give birth?
Huh?
Yeah, that was one of our questions.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. I like this. Do they lay eggs?
Yeah, this made me think because
they give birth.
Give birth. How can they give birth? It's all scales. Think about it. There's no opening. Where's the baby coming out of?
Her freaking red hair.
Do you think the baby comes out of the head?
Well, I don't know.
It's kind of tough.
Okay, maybe.
I almost feel like they lay eggs because fish lay eggs. So I think they'd lay eggs and then the babies come out.
You didn't know that there isn't a little bit of a hole somewhere, something or other?
I don't think so. I'm sure there's people that are into mermaids that they sure hope there is, but...
Okay, so they lay eggs, I guess.
Yeah, I think so too.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
Why?
Because the chicken had to lay the egg.
But then how did the rebuttal to that go?
I know. I think it was the chicken, though.
The chicken came first.
What do you think?
Well, then, how was the chicken there?
Well, how would the egg have been there? However, the egg was there, the chicken was there.
You're not giving a convincing argument.
No, well, okay.
What if a dinosaur had an egg and it kind of mutated?
Turned into a chicken. Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, that's a really good argument. Okay, maybe it was the egg. I can see that.
I'm so
good job. You should be a lawyer.
I know.
Okay, I don't know if we should do this. Different ways to use applesauce during sex. That was someone's question.
Who even eats applesauce? If you eat applesauce, you need to seriously go to like a Texas barbecue joint and eat some ribs.
Why, is that a thing?
Applesauce? What are you, a baby that is teething? You have teeth?
Okay, next question.
What, you eat applesauce on your friggin' pork roast?
Top 10 things to pack in your carry-on bag. This is a good one.
Tampons, face wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, makeup remover, micellar water, cotton pads, spare underwear, spare socks, warm socks, and hand cream.
I feel like she missed so many things. That probably was 10, though. Let me list off my 10. Underwear.
Got it.
Maybe even double the underwear of the days that you're there. You never know, just in case.
On your carry-on?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Double
Next.
underwear.
Well, I only bring a carry-on. I don't pack luggage. It's expensive.
Well,
no, that's what it's about. It's about, like, what would you bring if you only could bring that, I think.
You didn't say that.
I know I didn't say that, but too late.
I've always, traveled places where my carry-on is very different from my luggage.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to act like it's my main luggage. Toothbrush. You missed that. I never heard you say toothbrush.
Toothbrush and toothpaste. Rewind.
Oh, now you're going to add it in?
Rewind.
Cologne. My cell phone charger. My clothes. That's 5.
See, I even forgot about a cell phone charger.
Yeah. It's the important things that count.
I'm a dinosaur.
Socks. I guess, okay, you know what? Clothes
and I said socks and warm socks.
Headphones.
Forgot that.
Yeah, because you want to listen to music and watch a movie or whatever. What else? My passport. You forgot that. That does count. That doesn't count?
That's not what you pack in your overnight bag or your carry-on. That's
Okay.
like, do you want to get on the flight or not?
I usually, you know what I do at the hotels? I take their little travel things, like their little travel shampoos and conditioner. And no, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to take it. Like if you've used it, what do they do with it? So supposedly sometimes they I don't know if this is true, but I think they may reuse, if you don't use it all.
Maybe the Delta in Michigan.
Okay, let's not get slanderous again. We don't have the budget to get sued, Katie. But anyways, I would bring those because then you don't have to worry about it getting through customs or whatever.
Sorry. I just thought we meant carry on when I go to England, for example.
Yeah.
I have my luggage.
Yeah.
And then I have my carry-on that's going to be with me on my flight.
Okay, well maybe a nice book too.
Oh, definitely.
My hair wax.
You bring your hair wax on your carry-on.
Yeah, that's where all that stuff goes. My shaver.
On your carry-on?
Yeah. Where else are you putting all this stuff?
In my suitcase.
No, my carry-on is my suitcase.
All right.
Okay, next question.
So even if you go away for a week, you just have a carry-on?
Yeah. What do you bring your full luggage?
Yes.
I fit it all into that little carry-on.
If I'm gone for
on my laptop.
If I'm gone for a week,
Maybe.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay, next question. Friends having kids and getting married, moving on, moving forward with their life while you're kind of watching it happen. I guess that's a question / statement, but how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I feel personally for myself, that's kind of a hard one to answer because a few of my very best friends have young children.
Yeah.
And, obviously those kids are the loves of their lives. And our friend group, we all love those kids as well. So I don't feel any jealousy toward the lives that they live.
No.
I just love them. I love their kids. I don't mean for that to sound like a back road of an answer or anything. I just know that my friends that have children are fantastic moms and we love their kids but no, I'm not. I don't mean for this to sound horrible, but I don't mean for this to sound horrible or anything, but my clock isn't ticking. So I personally feel no need to feel,
rushed
or
yeah, fair enough.
Or what's that word? Jealous,
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because they're fantastic parents and they live their lives that way. I'm still young, so I'm not freaking out yet.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm the same way. You know what? To each their own. And at the same time, it's one of those things where I don't want a kid right now. I don't want to be married right now. I'm going to focus on me and moving on with my life and my career and all of that. And then the rest will come. So I'm not jealous. You know what? Do you get married? But I'm not rushing into that right now.
Yeah.
I think you have some questions from some listeners as well.
Yes. So what are some of your pet peeves?
Ooh, someone that's condescending. Can't stand that. Someone that's mean. I don't like that. Someone that smells.
You love it, Ryan. Don't lie.
Other pet peeves. People that are mean to animals. I've known people.
What, animal cruelty?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I don't know, just those people that have dogs just to be cool on on social media or whatever. I remember going to someone's place in Toronto and they had a pee pad for their dog, which I get when a dog is a puppy, but in my opinion, it's if you can't be there enough to, in my opinion, if you can't be there enough to walk your dog and it has to go on a pee pad in the house, then maybe you shouldn't have a dog.
I agree.
Do you know
with
what I mean? You should be walking the dog enough that they don't need a pee pad. That's my opinion. So
I agree with
that
you.
kind of really bothers me. That kind of makes me, I don't know, I just don't really want to associate with that. So I don't know, that's a random pet peeve, but that's one too. And then people that lie. I can usually tell when someone's lying. What else? I don't know.
When I don't hang out with you enough?
Yeah, pet peeve is when Katie doesn't hang out with me enough. What are your pet peeves?
I don't know. In the words of Peter Griffin from Family Guy, what really grinds my gears is, I don't know, loud chewers and people
you're
that
one of those people?
and people that know, like, you know, cover your mouth if
Yeah.
you're so excited about what you're saying and you can't swallow yet, or just wait altogether entirely. Why have to see food fly out of your teeth is beyond me. Your point is nowhere near as interesting. Like,
Oh, no.
I don't care what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's no need for me to see your food
No, good
coming
point.
out of your mouth. What's another one? People that don't clean their ears.
Oh, that's me.
Like bad. Do you have bad wax?
Like when I take out my AirPods, sometimes I see a little bit of wax. I just never got in the habit of cleaning my ears, and I really should. I want to do one of those wax like treatments or whatever where they take it out via the wax.
Yeah. People that say schedule instead of schedule.
People say that.
Yes.
Really?
Slow walkers.
Yes.
Or zigzag walkers.
Oh, I'm gonna
dash slow zigzag walkers. Do not walk
Yeah.
zigzaggy at a slow pace. I will seriously push you down the escalator.
Oh my gosh, you snapped. I just thought of one. Bad drivers. I'm a good driver. I can't stand bad drivers. I honk at them. I yell. I don't usually yell at my window, but like I yell to myself in my car. I can't stand it. Like, learn how to drive. It drives me crazy.
I know, it's awful.
Okay, next.
It's awful. And I would say
Judging people, judgmental people. No? Probably.
yeah, I mean, judgmental people unless you're funny about it. No, and people that like are really, really, really picky eaters. You're not my pet peeve.
It's me.
But I will actively choose not to hang out with you.
Well, I mean, she still hangs out with me, so.
You're not that picky. Okay, Ryan
Yes.
Durgy.
Yes.
What are some of the little things that make your day
Oh.
worse?
Oh, really? Okay. What are little things that make my day worse? I mean, sometimes you just wake up. Like, I don't know about you, but like sometimes I've woken up in like just like a bad mood.
I want to savagely just.
No, you're just like in a bad mood. What are things if my stomach is hurting? If I have a migraine?
Do you get migraines?
Not often. Maybe once a year. Knock on wood. It's only once a year. Sometimes twice a year, and they're like the worst. It's like the ones where like I literally have to go in like the dark and like sleep it off, like where like my eyesight gets affected and stuff. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it's like a bad one. It's not often, but I've had them and it sucks. And like you can't work. You can't, and you feel it coming too. Like, you know, and it's usually like a weather change or something. So like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's really, it's kind of scary.
On edge. Like,
Yeah. I'm trying to think like what else puts me in a bad mood. Someone ignoring me puts me in a bad mood. If people ignore me via text or whatever, I know people get busy, but like that kind of puts me in a bad mood too. What about you? What makes your day worse?
If it's a morning thing,
Yeah.
if my boyfriend knows that the fitted sheet has come off and didn't fix it.
But sometimes you're in such a deep sleep, I know, and you just push up with your hand
Yeah,
and you try to clip it on and it just comes back unclipped.
Ugh, can't stand that.
I can feel your BF's struggle because you're just too tired to do it. You just want to keep sleeping.
Yeah. That's kind of more of a joking thing. What actually puts me in a bad mood? Blatant laziness. Cannot stand when my car has no gas.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And it's freezing out and I
Yeah.
don't feel like filling it.
Yeah.
When I really want to eat healthy and all I have is not healthy food and I don't feel like grocery shopping, I don't like that. I also don't like when I don't see you enough, Ryan.
Oh, I don't like when I don't see you enough either.
What a moment we're having.
I really like hanging out with you. I do.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want to do the next question?
Okay. Next question is, Ryan, if you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
You know the answer already to this.
Okay, if it wasn't pizza.
It would be pizza. If it wasn't pizza, it would be probably rice and beans.
You should go visit Jamaica because that's like their diet.
Really?
Rice, beans, and
Oh
a
my
certain type
gosh.
of meat.
Yeah.
Like curry
beef
goat,
patties. Don't they have
curry
beef patties in
goat.
Jamaica?
Yeah.
Or is that not? Is that more of a Canadian
I think
thing?
it's more of a
Canadian
thing.
I don't know, but like those are good too.
Curried goat. Oh.
I don't know about that. What would you go with if you could only eat one thing?
Pasta.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Because pasta is so versatile.
Yeah.
Long noodles, short noodles, thick noodles, vegetarian, very meat, cold, warm, creamy, olive oil, meat.
What would be your life if money were no object? Like, say you won a $125 million lottery.
I know that very easily. I would like to remain where I'm living, like in terms of the location. I'd like to kind of build like a bigger and newer home maybe and have like a ranch stable there. I wouldn't want to like run other people's horses or anything like that. At least not now how I think about my future.
Yeah.
With this money is no object. No, I would like to. I've found absolute and utter peace up in kind of the country environment, which is what I was raised in back at. I genuinely am happy there, but I would like the ability to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
So if I wanted a week here or a week there or a weekend there, I would want that to be at my quickest disposal.
And who would you go with?
I'd go with my mom or my boyfriend or my family or my boyfriend's family or whatever happens.
Excuse
and
me?
Ryan!
I don't know if you're just putting that off on purpose, but like, where was I in that list?
Of course I was. No, yeah, I definitely would just, if money wasn't an object, it would be to be able to see different parts of the world without it being like a limit or having limitations.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't move, I don't think, anywhere else, to be honest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would give some money, probably to some family. I would donate some money, I think, to sick kids.
Oh, Jesus. Way to make me look awful. I didn't think that's what we meant.
And
I already, by the way, PSA here, I already donate every year to sick kids.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, those are just the things I'd start with. But then I would invest in properties, like one in Muskoka, one in Toronto, one in Vancouver, and probably a place in California. And I would invest in those
California's
properties.
sinking, so...
Well, I guess I'm going to have to buy a floaty. And I would... sorry to offend anyone out there. And, I would definitely do a lot of traveling and go to a lot of concerts. I'd go to a lot of concerts and do meet and greets with like my favorite celebrities.
That's awesome. You do love music, eh?
I love music, but I need to go to more concerts. I don't go to enough. But concerts are expensive nowadays. Okay, and then let's just do two more. So if you could go anywhere for one day, where would it be?
Anywhere for one day?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Way to put me... I want to say Italy because it's on such one of my bucket lists, but I would need an evening in Italy, way more than a day. I would need a romantic evening.
Yeah.
I would like to spend a day. I'd like to spend an afternoon at like a Texas barbecue cookout.
Oh,
I think
there
that
you
would be
go.
Awesome. Some Southern hospitality, some ribs on the barbecue, some hot sunshine, some whatever they drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Some southernness.
Okay, well, there you go. Like, I mean, just make sure to bring home a cowboy for me and some good food. By the way, Riley says hi.
Hi, Riley.
He said, tell Miss Katie Jones I say mahalo.
Mahalo.
And I just love you saying that back. And he's the one who came up with some of these questions near the end of the episode. So I messaged him while we were recording and said we're using some of your questions.
Well, thank you, Riley. Mahalo. And keep them coming.
Yeah,
and maybe
great questions.
You should be the next
host.
Guest,
Yeah,
host.
co-host. That'd be fun. So where would I go for a day? Thanks for asking, Katie Jones. I would choose Hawaii, which ties into mahalo. To Maui. I love Maui. It's so beautiful. I would go there. And where would you go if it was for a year? That will be our final question. Where would you go if you had to spend a year somewhere?
Italy.
It would be Italy?
Italy, 100%, yes.
Okay, I've never been there.
Me neither.
Okay, do I have to pick one place, or can I say like Europe and like travel for a year?
Well, I mean, you can say Europe, then I'd say Europe.
Okay, well, then you can say it.
Italy.
I think I'm going to say Europe because I've never been there, and I would travel for the year, and I probably would stay a while in Italy because I think that from the pictures I've seen and the people that I've met, it seems like a gorgeous, awesome place.
It's wine, romance, cheese,
And
sunsets, bread,
Sounds like my place. And
music,
pizza.
dance, pizza.
Oh,
It's I don't know.
I meant
I've
to
never
go there.
been, but we have to go.
maybe I should go on a random like 5-day trip there.
I guess we'll have to resume Is This Adulthood after Ryan gets back.
All right, thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you so much. This was a random but pleasurable, as they always are.
So fun. Thank you for listening.
We will talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.